Let me show you, because it's really nice and textury and dimensional, and I like that. I think it's just such a cute little project that everyone can make. I promise you, you can do it. There we go. Let's start with adding some gesso. I have 2-in-1 gesso modeling paste into our wooden block. I got this wooden block, it has even a hole there. I got it a long time ago, can't remember how long, when and all, but definitely I wanted to do something with it as a gift, like a decoration for home, something. And I have few of them actually. I think I wanted to do a set of 3, but I could be wrong. And it stayed and waited long and long until I thought today, there we go, why don't we try to use it? I'm not using brush because I really wish to keep and create some kind of texture, and definitely this will be possible if I'll use a spatula. And since this is 2-in-1 modeling paste gesso, definitely this is gonna be possible to create some kind of lovely texture, maybe some kind of wintry scenery. That's what I'm hoping for. So this will be beautiful once it's made and once it will work out, because as always I have some kind of vision and I really would love this to turn out beautiful. Maybe some kind of ombre effect we will do. Not difficult project, I hope, really achievable for everyone. That's the idea. So we have quite a thick layer of gesso, and I'm thinking to place my wooden Christmas tree, or yeah, tree, in here and in there. There we go. And also add as well some touch of modeling paste to create modeling paste gesso, because that's 2-in-1, to create some texture, to create some kind of 3D effect. I think this is already super cute. Even the way if it dries now, it's gonna be beautiful. I'm thinking to maybe add now a little bit of sparkles, the sparkle dust. This one is glitter dust from Little Birdie. Oh. I'm sure we will be covering this with color, but do you know what? I'll just attach it now. We will see how this is gonna be. If it's gonna disappear most of it, that's okay. We redo it, repeat it. Now I have some 3D balls from Powertex, and I will try to attach it in a few places, and I hope that my thick layer of modeling paste will hold it strongly enough. And I have the smaller one as well, which I'm sure they will attach better since they are lighter. And maybe I'm gonna do kind of like the snowy effect as well with them. We shall see. That's nice. And also size number 3, it's like the totally like a delicate sand. That's nice. So I'm just sprinkling in places to have some kind of texture build. Oops. Okay, I think that looks great to me. So we have to wait for this to dry, or try to dry it ourselves. I'm just thinking if I will add a little touches of modeling paste right now, just as it is on top of what we see, just so it would be not as bare in the... I just want to destroy the whole composition, if you know what I'm trying to say. I wish this to be, I don't want to dip the dirty one. I just want this to be more mixed medish, so now I'm trying to just kind of mix it and destroy this perfect look, I guess, and create even bigger texture, even better texture. There we go. Let me see. It's a lot of sand and texture underneath the little canvas. Oh, actually you can use canvas if you don't have the wooden block, which obviously not everyone has it, which would be, it's only natural. You can just use canvas, any kind of canvas you have, you could easily use that. Cardboard could be also your thing to go and use, no problem. Now my little tree here is a little bended. Oh, and same for this one. I think I need to bend this. There we go. That looks nice. I like that. Okay, a little bit more of modeling paste gesso, maybe here. I like that. It's like a sky that it's a bit moved. And my tree moved again. That's okay. Now I'm thinking to sprinkle now on top of that. I think it's nice. There we go. Let's dry this now. No, I'm gonna show you first from the closer look how it looks. Let me bring the camera for you closer. There we go. Lovely and textury and very wintry. I think we need a little bit of color and as well a little bit of glitter at the end, I hope. Let's try that. Back to you after 2 days, I think. I didn't finish this project because I got distracted by a different one. Let me show you. It's already on the channel, so you want to have a look at this one. I'll give you a link at the end of this video. Ornament made with lace and paint, and I absolutely love and adore it. Oh, actually Emily made one as well, so you have to check that out. So this is why I didn't finish this one, but at least it's fully dry now. And I decided to go with kind of bluish colors, cobalt, maybe indigo. I don't know. I'll have a few colors here, so I'm gonna be I'll see how I'm gonna color it, but I think I wish this to be in blue, because simply because it will just give me this nice wintry icy effect. I think I could be wrong. You know me, but I think this will be nice. What a gorgeous idea for house decoration. I think very inexpensive, and I'm gonna put it in the shadow box and you will see how absolutely gorgeous this is. That, you know, you really can have something very pretty made by yourself. Let me just grab some water. Oh, look at that now. Isn't it just gorgeous? Just so gorgeous. Even leaving like that, how gorgeous. So I'm gonna leave this now just for a second, change a different color, I think, different kind of blue, and we will see. I may grab some teal actually, because I think teal could be super pretty. Maybe black as well, because I don't see this blue. So why don't I grab some teal? Let me see if I have it here. I do. I have some teal next to me. Oh yes, maybe a mix of those two will be very nice. And yes, look at those mixture of two colors. I like how the glitter is actually, you can really see the glitter. It's peeking through the texture. It's really nice. I like that. So let's see the coloring. I am not going directly spraying from the paint like because this is such a small surface. I don't want this to be taken by color. I don't want too much of a mistakes when it comes to coloring, because the surface is very tiny. So I'm happy to open the spray and go directly from the tube thing, and I think it's fine. You can really do that, and it's such a small that you don't need much of spraying, so you know, take your time in coloring, and I think this is just so perfect. I love that, totally love that. Let me just spray a little more water and move it tiny bit. Okay, I like that. So cute, so pretty. I think I'm gonna grab some dark. I have some chalk here, which is chalk. I have some brown here, which I'm gonna chance it. Oh, how absolutely nice is that? Not black, brown actually. I'm not fan of brown, or maybe differently. I was never a fan of brown until recently. I start liking brown. I really do. I don't know why, what have changed, but I do like brownish effect now. I do like kind of wooden effect. Something is changing, Marta, and I don't know why. But anyway, I think this is such a nice connection of colors. The blue, the brown, and the teal. I think it's amazing actually. Very nice. I have to say, what a strange color connection. Hannah is asleep, so I hope I'll be able to finish that before she wakes up. She is very funny the last day. I possibly because I had my tooth extracted yesterday. Oh, that's why I was quiet as well. Yesterday I had tooth extracted. Unfortunately, can you believe it? 6 visits, 3 different dentists were trying to fix my teeth. And what happened at the end of the day? I decided that enough is enough, and I just extracted lower 6. What a personal story. But yes, unfortunately, because I really wanted to keep my tooth and it was there, but chances that I rescue it were small, and I said, you know what, and unfortunately implants are hugely expensive, and I was told that you can change your mind anytime. You can, if you can afford the implant at some point, you can walk with no tooth for quite some time. So you know, it's a difficult thing. Teeth are such a difficult subject. So if you have been wondering, should I go to dentist, don't wait, because it really is not a pleasant experience in general. So I advise you to do so. Now I have a little bit of paint there going on, so on the side, so I just gonna, oh, that's so nice. Okay, now I think I absolutely adore the colors. I'm gonna dry that and come back to you in just a second. I'm drawing and drawing, but I'm thinking, what if I'll spray a little bit of white? Oh, look, just a little white, and push my colors inside, no, outside there, like this way, this way, this way. So I'm like kind of, you know, pushing away my sprays. I like that washy look now, really nice. This is now semi-dry, and I think I lost a little bit of color, which is fine. It's better to add color than trying to get rid of some. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna play again a little bit with my color. I like the washy look that I achieved at different shades, which is super nice. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna just play around with a little color that I've lost, which is teal, I think. Well, all of them are mixed up now. It's nice because, you know, this is the very uniqueness that you create right now when you're just mixing colors, and you never will achieve exactly the same color. So that's nice. I think that's really nice that you can play around, and by drying as well, this will help us to no, I think this is not the color I was using. Oh, it's this one. By drying this in stages, it gives you those stainy look as well, which I personally love. So again, you can do however you like. This is only guidance. Yeah, this is only, you know, a little bit of help to you. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. This is something that it came back now a little bit with what I lost, which is nice. And a brown, I think I'm gonna add a tiny touch of brown in a few places, so it's gonna be there, like so. We achieved like 2-3 other shades by adding this white, so it's nice. I think it's nice. But definitely I would love to keep that brown. I am in love with this brown, particularly this time round. Okay, let's dry this and I'll come back to you in a second. And here it is. Oh, it's not sharp. Oh, that's better. It's dry now, it's colorful, but once we will add white gesso on top, it will change completely its look. So we need a brush and white gesso, and I'm gonna just start off from the middle part, from the brightest part, as you can see, which is here in the middle. Oh, see, the sprays are watercolor, so they do react with gesso, because gesso is primer that is based on water. So that's why we have some what's the word? We moved some color. So we have to be very gentle, and sometimes you have to what's the word? Just look, if you start staining, then move on somewhere else, clean off your brush again, dip in more white. See, it's staining a little bit. That's okay, I don't mind. But the most important in dry gessoing is to keep the texture, to play with the texture, and to, I want my gesso to be everywhere on my brush, so to play with gesso and to play with texture and highlight all the bits. Now some bits will fall off, that's only natural thing. Now also I am, oh, that's Henio. Many of you was asking recently me about Henio. Where is he? We don't hear him. Did you hear him? That was him. Now I need more gesso. 2 seconds. I think I need more gesso, but that's a bit too much. I like to put it in my lid, so that way I can control how much gesso I have on my brush. Is it too much? Is it too little? That kind of way. So I'm dry gessoing. I'm adding white gesso on top. Quite fair amount this time, because it's so difficult with the sprays, and it does move my spray, the gesso moves my pigment, so I'm quite generous with gesso this time. And this project is winter project, so I really don't mind if some hair loss. I really don't mind if I'm gonna have like bulky white, simply because this is gonna it looks like it's snow on top, so that's perfectly fine. And you can see how it changes already, it looks, and how when our texture is beautifully visible now, how it just looks altogether different, and all the colors blend in nicely together as well. And this looks like a snow, I guess, and it looks really pretty. The darker your pigment underneath it, the better contrast you will get. But the more difficult as well sometimes it is to dry gessoing, because sprays do react, as you can tell. So it takes a practice, guys, and don't stress. Just enjoy the process, learn from it. Now sometimes it's good to dry in between a little bit. Okay, let's move on. I dried a little bit, and now we can add second go with white, and that's even whiter. Now if you can have a proper look, you will see that this second go brings the texture to life even more, and that's the beauty of mixed media, and that's the beauty of texture and highlighting. This effect of highlighting, the technique of highlighting, is very well known. It's very common, often used for mixed media projects, and I encourage you to try to do so, because it does change a project drastically for the better, always for the better. Even if you're not advanced crafter and very constantly hair loss, hair fall. Even if you're not advanced crafter, even if your experience is low, still small, it's okay. You will enjoy that technique, and it will definitely give you the desired look. I dried again, so let's add one more, probably last go of my gesso. I'm trying to make sure that I'm highlighting sides of my Christmas trees, so that they will stand out even more from my background, since the colors of background and the trees itself are very similar, well, the same really. Then it will be easier if I'll just maybe highlight it the most. My trees, I highlight the most and add the most of texture with gesso, and they will stand out more. Absolutely love the look of it. Such a perfect idea for gift as well. I do think it could be a nice gift for someone who has home and you wish to offer gift them something that it's pretty, oops, handmade. Now you also can do sides, of course, gesso some gesso sides if you want of your project. If you did add some texture there and color, I like that. I think it looks really, really, really pretty. Now, shall we add a little more glitter? I think just a little bit more. I think just like, there we go, like a touch. Seriously, like a touch of glitter. There we go. That's nice. Okay, let me show you from close, because I think we can call this finished. Or will we add something else? What else could we add for that to make it more stand out? Some lettering or some chipboard or some sparkles? What do you think? What would you add? Or nothing? I think I found a little perfect solution for just like, this is super pretty, but I think this could actually add a little, just like you know, like this final word, but I think it should be in white. So I'm gonna paint that in white, I think. Let me grab some acrylics and let's paint this in white, actually. Some acrylics, and I'm gonna paint that nicely. I'm gonna come back to you. So I have it here. And I'm really not precise now, quite opposite to it. I'm adding a lot of paint, acrylic paint on top to make this kind of texture. I could use white gesso, I didn't think about it. So let's try that. So let's attach those little stars, and I'm gonna just use hot glue gun to those. I think Henya needs some food. There we go. And this even, oops, this even makes this this whole piece kind of higher, thanks to the, I mean the trees itself. They kind of become higher a little bit, and I think that's nice, and that looks, I think, better basically. Let me show you from close. Oh no, no. There we go. Voila, I think it's super cute and pretty. I think it would be nicer if I would have a little bit of darker background here, same as here. So I may do that, because I think the star will stand out better. So let me just do that. I know it's silly now to do it once everything is dry, but I think it will help. Let me just try to fix it or destroy it. I think so, isn't it? Just a little better, I think. It is a little better because thanks to this little trick, our star is more visible. You see, sometimes you can seriously come back to your project and don't feel bad about fixing it or changing your mind. It's okay. Oh, it went more, but that's fine. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna, oh, there we go. Let's try this now. And here it is, a tiny mixed media on wood. You could really do the same thing on canvas, on cardboard, as long as you just attach few elements that will make a wintry scenery. I hope you like that, enjoyed it, and thank you so much for spending time with me and letting me into your homes. I hope this little DIY home decor piece was inspirational and you will try to make your own. Let me show you how this could look in the behind the glass maybe. I have this shadow box from IKEA and I love them so very much, and you can see how easy it is to open it and assembly together, and you can just do it like that. I'm not gonna attach it today, just so I can show you some other ideas with the same with the same frame, but let me show you. Just glue it everything together, imagine that, and just let me close those. So nothing will happen. Let me close them so I can just show you the idea. I hope this will work like that. We need to have a little bigger imagination, but voila, I think this is so very pretty. And you can, there we go, you can really put behind the glass anything you have, everything, any kind of cards, tags. They could really make a beautiful decoration for home. And what a lovely gift. Those frames, shadow boxes in IKEAs are really inexpensive, so behind this glass you can put seriously anything you wish and make such a perfect, beautiful, beautiful, inexpensive gift. So I hope this is giving you a little bit of inspiration, and hopefully you will create your own. So thank you so much for watching, as always, for being here, for all your kind words. I would love to hear from you as always. So thank you, and I'll talk to you soon for more videos. Of course, don't forget to subscribe and watch other videos, loads of Christmas videos this year. So thank you so much, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. I'm coming back to you just quickly to show you. I was taking photographs and I thought that, you know what, I need even bigger contrast, so I decided to add even more white gesso, just so this looks very much like snow here and as well. And I just felt, and also on my stars, so sorry for last update, but when I was taking photos I felt like, you know what, this needs even more wintry look, and I much more prefer this now. So I'm overdoing the gesso, overdoing the white, as you can see. So altogether this is just, I think, much nicer, and it looks really winterish now, with loads of gesso on the side, as if the snow flew from right side, from this side. The snow came and stopped on the side of our trees. I think it's just nice, and it tells us that, yeah, this is it. I hear some banging. I think Lucas is upstairs with Hannah, and maybe he's asking me, did you finish recording? By this way. But anyway, I'm gonna finish it that now, because I don't want to make this, you know, too much. So be careful with not overdoing it. So there we go. I think this looks so much better. I hope you agree on that. Okay, last look. I love it. Oh, let me bring the camera sharpness to you, and here it is. Thank you. Bye guys.